We've all seen those homes that just feel expensive. It's not always about the price tag of the furniture, but rather a specific language of design that speaks to comfort, curation, and timelessness. This quiet luxury is achieved through intentionality, where every object serves a purpose and every texture tells a story. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on designer secrets. Whether you're starting with a blank canvas or looking to elevate your current space, this is the definitive guide to elegant home styling. Let's transform your home into a sanctuary of high-end design. 1. Master the art of layered textures. High-end design avoids flat rooms. To achieve an expensive feel, layer contrasting textures within a cohesive color palette. Pair a smooth marble coffee table with a chunky wool throw, or matte-finished walls with silk drapery. This creates visual depth and tactile interest that makes a room feel rich and lived in rather than staged. 2. Prioritize scale and proportion. One of the most common mistakes in amateur styling is choosing furniture or decor that is too small for the room. Designers use hero pieces, oversized rugs that touch all furniture legs, floor-to-ceiling curtains that draw the eye upward, and large-scale art that commands a wall. Proper scale creates a sense of grandeur and architectural intent. 3. The curation mindset, quality over quantity. An elegant home is never cluttered, it is curated. This means being ruthless about what stays. Instead of 10 small decorative items, choose one significant sculpture or a vintage vase with character. Leave negative space on shelves and tables to allow the eye to rest and the important pieces to breathe. 4. Lighting as the home's jewelry. Standard overhead lighting is the enemy of elegance. Designers use a layered lighting system to create mood. Ambient, soft, overall glow, always-on dimmers, task, focus light for reading or cooking, accent, sconces or picture lights that highlight architectural features or artwork. Always opt for warm-toned bulbs, 2700K, 3000K, to create an inviting, high-end atmosphere. 5. Invest in the handshake of the home. The handshake refers to the items you touch every day. Upgrading builder-grade hardware, door handles, cabinet pulls, and light switches to solid brass, forged iron, or knurled steel provides an immediate tactile upgrade. These small details signal quality and craftsmanship to anyone who enters. 6. Incorporate natural elements and organic shapes. High-end design often bridges the gap between the indoors and outdoors. Use living finishes like unlacquered brass that patines over time, or reclaimed wood with visible grain. Introduce organic shapes, curved sofas, rounded mirrors, or asymmetrical ceramics, to soften the hard lines of a room and create a more bespoke, sophisticated silhouette. 7. The power of a signature scent and sound. True luxury appeals to all senses. An elegant home is styled not just for the eyes, but for the experience. A signature high-quality candle or diffuser, paired with a curated acoustic playlist, completes the transformation from a mere house to a high-end sanctuary. By focusing on the sensory experience, you solidify the feeling of a refined, intentional life. True elegance in interior design is rooted in a cohesive color story, which serves as the spatial narrative of a home. By utilizing a monochromatic or tonal palette, designers achieve visual quiet, a state where the eye can move across a room without being interrupted by jarring contrasts. This approach emphasizes the architecture and the quality of the materials rather than individual pops of color, resulting in a sophisticated, gallery-like atmosphere that promotes psychological calm. Tip 1. Mastering earthy neutrals. To elevate a space, move away from stark, hospital whites, which can feel clinical and cold. Instead, opt for a palette of new neutrals. Gregs, a sophisticated blend of gray and beige that provides the coolness of gray with the warmth of brown, making it highly versatile under different lighting conditions. Warm taupes. These shades offer a grounded, organic feel that pairs exceptionally well with natural wood tones. Soft creams. Unlike yellow heavy creams, modern soft creams have a hint of umber or gray, providing a rich, heavy look to walls that feels expensive and intentional. Layering these tones, rather than using just one, creates a three-dimensional effect that gives a room depth and history. Tip 2. The 60-30-10 ratio for balance. The 60-30-10 rule is a timeless decorating formula that helps create a balanced color scheme. 60% dominant neutral. The canvas. This should be your primary wall color, large-scale rugs, and perhaps your largest piece of upholstery. It anchors the space. 30% secondary texture, the character. This layer introduces visual interest. Focus on natural materials such as mid-toned woods, oak or walnut, stone, travertine or marble, and textiles like linen or wool. This 30% provides the necessary contrast to prevent the room from looking washed out. 10% accent. The punctuation. This is where you inject personality. Use moody tones like deep olive, charcoal, or muted gold through decorative pillows, artwork, or hardware. These small hits of color draw the eye and provide a sense of completion. The designer secret: the power of low sheen finishes. The custom-build look is often achieved not through the color itself, but through the finish of the paint. Flat and eggshell finishes. These low luster finishes are the industry standard for luxury interiors. Because they reflect very little light, they effectively blur imperfections in the drywall and create a soft, velvety texture. Light absorption. Matte finishes absorb light rather than bouncing it, which allows the true pigment of the paint to shine through. This creates a saturated look that feels substantial and high-end. Tactile quality. When walls have a flat or eggshell finish, they take on a plaster-like quality, moving the aesthetic away from painted drywall toward a more artisanal, architectural finish. The philosophy of lighting design, beyond basic visibility. 1. Eliminating the big light, overhead lighting. The primary issue with standard overhead lighting is its tendency to flatten a room. Central ceiling fixtures cast harsh, vertical shadows that highlight imperfections and create a sterile, institutional atmosphere. By killing the big light, you shift the focus to eye-level illumination, which is more flattering to both human features and interior architecture. Instead of a single flood of light, aim for pools of light that create contrast and visual interest. 2. The art of layering, the three-point system. To achieve a professional look, every room should incorporate 3 distinct layers of light. Ambient lighting, the foundational glow. Instead of a ceiling fixture, use wall sconces or uplights placed in corners to bounce light off the ceiling for a soft, indirect effect. Task lighting, purpose-driven illumination. This includes adjustable pharmacy lamps for reading, directional pendants over kitchen islands, or high CRI, color rendering index, lamps for workspaces to reduce eye strain. Accent lighting, the curator's layer. Use battery-operated picture lights for artwork, LED strip lighting inside bookshelves, or can lights tucked behind floor plants to create dramatic shadows and depth. 3. Mastering scale and proportion. Lighting is often the jewelry of a room, and undersized fixtures are a common design mistake. Dining rooms. A chandelier should typically be 1/2 to 2/3 the width of the dining table entryways. Large, sculptural pieces serve as a focal point that defines the volume of the space. Visual weight. An oversized fixture made of clear glass or thin wire feels lighter than a solid metal one, allowing you to go larger without overwhelming the room. 4. Technical warmth and color temperature. The mood of a room is dictated by the Kelvin, K, scale. The golden standard, aim for 2700 K to 3000 K. This range mimics the warmth of a candle or a sunset, which triggers the body's relaxation response. Avoid cool white. Bulbs in the 4000K, 5000K range emit blue light, which can feel clinical and distort the colors of your furniture and paint. Dimmer switches. These are the most essential tool in lighting design. They allow you to adjust the intensity based on the time of day, transitioning a space from a bright morning workspace to an intimate evening lounge. 5. Texture and materiality. Warm lighting enhances the tactile quality of your home. It pulls out the grain in wooden furniture, the weight in linen curtains, and the depth in velvet upholstery. When light hits a surface from a side angle, via a table or floor lamp, rather than from directly above, it creates grazing shadows that make flat walls look textured and luxurious. Elegance in interior design is often defined by what is left out rather than what is added. Over-decorating leads to visual noise, which creates a sense of clutter and anxiety. The resting eye concept, negative space acts as a frame for your favorite pieces. Without it, even the most beautiful items lose their impact because they are competing for attention. The editing process. Professional stylists recommend the take one away rule. Once a room is styled, remove one item. This often reveals a cleaner, more intentional aesthetic. Spatial balance. Ensure that furniture and decor are distributed so that the weight of the room feels even, allowing air and light to flow through the space. Point 2. Advanced application of the rule of 3. The human brain is wired to find patterns, and odd numbers, specifically 3, are the smallest number required to create a recognizable pattern that feels dynamic rather than static. The visual triangle. When grouping 3 items, arrange them in a triangle rather than a straight line. This creates depth and encourages the eye to move around the display. Dimensional variety. Verticality. Use branches, tall candles, or a sculptural lamp to draw the eye upward. Horizontal base. Use a stack of books or a tray to ground the arrangement. Organic texture. Incorporate living elements like a small succulent, a piece of driftwood, or a stone to soften the hard edges of manufactured goods. Scaling. Ensure the scale of the items is proportional to the surface they sit on. Tiny items on a massive dining table will look like clutter rather than a curated choice. Point 3. Strategic investment and curation. The shift from fast decor to slow design emphasizes longevity and soul over temporary trends. Visual weight. A single, substantial piece, such as a solid marble plinth or an oversized original painting, commands the room. It creates a focal point that anchors the surrounding smaller elements. Material integrity. Natural materials, solid wood, stone, linen, brass, age gracefully and develop a patina. Mass-produced plastic or composite materials tend to degrade, making a space look dated and worn over time. The 80-20 rule. Spend 80% of your decor budget on 20% of the items, the anchors, and fill the rest with meaningful, smaller accents. Point 4. Seamless technology integration. Modern luxury is defined by the absence of friction, and visible wires are the ultimate friction in home design. Cable management. Use J-channels under desks, cord-hiding strips that can be painted the same color as your walls, and hollowed-out book boxes to hide routers and power strips. Digital camouflage. Consider the frame-style televisions that display art when not in use, or motorized lifts that hide screens inside cabinetry. Peripheral organization. Use decorative trays to corral remote controls and charging hubs. By giving tech a home, you prevent it from migrating across surfaces and disrupting the visual harmony of the room. A house is a functional structure defined by its architecture, but a curated home is an intentional environment designed to evoke emotion and sensory engagement. To achieve this, design must move beyond visual aesthetics and incorporate tactile elements, often referred to as design you can feel. This involves layering history, personal narrative, and varied textures to create a space that feels lived in yet polished. Advanced window treatment strategies. the high and wide rule. The placement of drapery is one of the most effective ways to manipulate the perceived proportions of a room. Vertical expansion: instead of mounting the rod directly on the window frame, place it 6 to 12 inches above the frame or approximately 2 inches below the ceiling/crown molding. This draws the eye upward, creating the illusion of soaring ceiling heights. Horizontal grandeur: extend the curtain rod 8 to 12 inches beyond the window frame on both sides. This stack back ensures that when curtains are open, the fabric rests against the wall rather than obscuring the glass. This maximizes natural light and makes the window aperture appear significantly larger. Fabric weight and length: for a high-end look, ensure panels are bespoke length, either a kiss, barely touching the floor, or a puddle, 1 to 3 inches of extra fabric on the floor, to add a sense of luxury and weight. Mastering material contrast: the hard-soft balance. Interior depth is created through the juxtaposition of opposing textures. A room filled with only hard surfaces feels sterile and cold, while a room with only soft surfaces feels unstructured and muddy. The glass and stone foundation: hard surfaces like glass, marble, polished concrete, or metal provide visual rest and clean lines. To prevent them from feeling clinical, they must be anchored by high-texture elements. Example: a sleek glass coffee table should be paired with a high-pile Moroccan rug or a chunky wool flat weave to ground a space. The leather and textile interplay: leather is a hard organic material, it is durable and cool to the touch. To make a leather sofa inviting, it requires soft organic layers. Example: add pillows made of boucle, for nubby texture, linen, for breathability and relaxed wrinkles, or mohair, for sheen and softness. The rule of 3: when layering materials, aim for at least 3 distinct textures in a single vignette, e.g., a smooth wood table, a ceramic vase, and a sprig of dried foliage, to create a sophisticated, multidimensional environment.